A TV show about hordes of Vikings exploring far-off mystical lands while plundering and pillaging excite you? Well, if it does, don't feel bad because millions of people around the world are just as excited as you. In 2013, the hit show Vikings made its debut and was an instant fan favorite. No other show in television history has ever pulled viewers into this adventurous and brutal world of the Vikings as this show has. Producers of the series have essentially struck oil and have discovered a vast, untapped market of fans, and the show couldn't be more popular. According to the Internet Movie Database, IMDb, the hit show has a score of 8.5 out of 10 from more than 456,000 votes. Very impressive. The show has been so successful that producers are spinning off a brand new series set 100 years later called Vikings Valhalla. So today, we're looking at new Vikings Valhalla cast secrets revealed. You do not want to miss this list. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. First up, we'll discuss the creative brain muscle behind this epic Viking saga. Season 1 of the Netflix original series Vikings Valhalla is set to air globally in 2021 to much anticipation from legions of fans around the world. The original show Vikings, which aired on the History Channel between 2013 and 2020, was created by Michael Hurst, a talented screenwriter who has worked on a number of TV shows and big-budget films with historical or medieval themes. Vikings Valhalla was created by Jeb Stewart, who will be the lead screenwriter on the show. Stewart is a veteran writer who has worked on big Hollywood blockbuster films such as The Fugitive, Die Hard, and Netflix's The Liberator. Hurst has said that he is confident that Stewart will remain true to the mythos of the original Viking show and will be reviving the characters that fans love so much. Up next, we'll dive into the plot of the new Vikings Valhalla show and bring you up to speed on what is happening. First, let's talk about what the term Valhalla actually means. In Norse mythology, the term refers to a large hall or meeting place in the kingdom of Asgard. You may remember Asgard as the home of the famed Norse god Thor. Valhalla is the place where Norse soldiers who have died gloriously in combat go to live on eternally. This new spin-off is set a century later, but is essentially in the same location with the same characters that fans know and love. The story continues with the Kingdom of England battling against the Viking hordes. We'll also see some internal strife taking place among England's royal hierarchy as a few royal contenders set their sights on the English throne. When the dust settles, the aftermath will change the course of England's destiny. Next up, we'll talk about what Michael Hurst had to say about the new show. The original creator of the first Viking series, Michael Hurst, had this to say about the direction of Netflix's new Vikings Valhalla show. What Jeb Stewart does actually is he pays attention to the mythology of the Vikings. So whenever they meet in the Great Hall at Kattegat, and of course they talk about the great eras who used to sit in the same hall at the same table, and they were Ragnar Lothbrok, Lagertha, and Bjorn Ironside, and Ivar the Boneless, who are now mythic characters even within the show, even within Vikings Valhalla. That's a really great connection and effect. It gives ready-made histories to the new show. So you don't need to know who Ragnar is to watch the new show, but it enriches the show and it hopefully will make people go back and find out, well, who are these people they keep talking about? Was Ragnar so great? Why are these people mythic characters? So everything connects in a useful, interesting, and fascinating way. Up next, we'll talk about the key characters at the center of this epic Norse saga. The show is set in the 11th century and is filmed in picturesque rural Ireland. Vikings Valhalla depicts the exploits and adventures of William the Conqueror, Harald Hardrada, Freydis Eriksdotter, and Leif Erikson. Together, they will take on Mother Nature's elements as well as powerful English armies hell-bent on their extermination. At their cores, these adventures are essentially about struggle and survival in a very harsh world. Next up, we'll talk about several of the show's characters and the actors who are bringing them to life. Playing the character of Leif Erikson is actor Sam Corlett from the film The Dry and the TV series Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Sam's character comes from a very close family that is known for practicing ancient pagan rituals. Leif is a highly skilled, fearless sailor and a brave warrior who isn't afraid to engage in brutal hand-to-hand combat. Film actor Leo Suter will play the character Harald Sigurdsson, a Viking noble nobleman. Harald is an overly ambitious, power-hungry man who tries to use his good looks, charm, and public speaking skills to unite pagans and believers in God. Actress Frida Gustavson from the popular series The Witcher will play the character Freydis Eriksdotter. Freydis, a headstrong pagan, is also Leif's sister. When she travels to Kattegat, she makes it her mission to inspire other pagans to embrace their old belief system. The character Olaf Haraldsson is the brother of Harald Sigurdsson and is played by actor Johannes Hauker Johannesson. Olaf craves power, and the big brute isn't afraid to do whatever it takes to get it. He is, however, loyal and faithful to those he loves and calls family. The character Emma of Normandy is played by actress Laura Berlin. If you're a fan of the original show Vikings, then you may remember the character Rollo. Well, Emma of Normandy is a descendant of Rollo. Despite having Viking blood, Emma is not your stereotypical barbarian Viking. In fact, Emma is incredibly wealthy and is active in political, social, and public affairs. Actor Bradley Freegard will play the Danish King Canute, who is as ruthless as he is wise. King Canute is one of the most important figures of the 11th century Viking history. King Canute truly left his mark on the Viking world. Actress Pollyanna McIntosh from the hit show The Walking Dead reprises her role as Danish Queen Elgifu. A strong woman and fearless leader, Queen Elgifu doesn't hesitate to insert herself into her husband King Canute's affairs. She will not be silenced, demands to be respected, and plays a pivotal role in Denmark's political and power structures. Actor David Oakes will be cast as the character of Earl Godwin. As the King of England's right-hand man, Earl Godwin is always scheming to gain some sort of political advantage for himself and will do anything to earn brownie points with the king. Lastly, actress Caroline Henderson will play the character of Jarl Hakon, the ruler of Kattegat and a fearless warrior. Jarl's goal is to maintain unity in the city by promoting acceptance of the various religious groups, mainly Christians and pagans, to ensure everyone in Kattegat can live together in harmony. If you are wondering about the ancient seer, you'll be happy to know that actor John Kavanagh will be reprising his role in Vikings Valhalla. After all, the ancient seer was in a total of 6 seasons in the first Viking series, so how could writers not bring him back? This is also a sign that we can expect some characters to be visited by the ancient seer in their dreams and visions. Finally, we'll talk about how the COVID-19 pandemic has affected the show's production schedules. In October of 2020, the show's production had to be put on hold due to the increasing severity of the coronavirus pandemic. Irish newspapers reported that more than a dozen of the show's cast and crew members had tested positive for the potentially deadly virus. Thankfully, in the summer of 2020, production started back up with stricter guidelines in force, and the crew was able to shoot the first season, which has a total of 24 episodes. Rumors are swirling that production for the show's second season is already underway, with an estimated release date of 2022 or 2023. Filming will continue at Ashford Studios in Wicklow, Ireland for the foreseeable future. It's the perfect landscape for the Viking series. In March of 2021, the show had to suspend filming again due to severe lockdown measures put in place by the Irish government. Things are starting to look brighter for the show and Ashford Studios. The studio recently received official permits to expand their studio for over $100 million. Ashford plans to build 5 studios as well as support and logistics spaces. This will undoubtedly greatly improve the show's production capabilities. The film industry and the thousands of people it employs have been hard hit by the pandemic, and the studio's expansion will not only help previous crew members further their employment, but also open the door for fresh blood and new jobs too. One thing we know for sure is that this hit show and the brilliant minds behind it are showing no signs of slowing down. The fans keep demanding more, and that's exactly what the show's producers are going to give them. More awesome and exciting Viking action and adventure. Thank you for listening and watching. Please click like and subscribe to our channel. More exciting and informative videos are on the way.